Coconuts start to be more and more popular all over the world now, especially in the Western country. But not many people know that there are many varieties, many kinds of coconut. In general, there are two groups of coconut. The first group is the coconut that we eat the juice, eat the young meat and drink the juice. This kind is not very big coconut, quite small, but the juice is very good taste, smell good, sweet, but not too sweet. This group of coconut, we can grow only 3 years. They start to have fruit after 3 years. And this group of coconut is not good to make coconut milk because they have less meat and less fat, less oil in the fruit. Mainly we just drink juice and eat the young coconut only. Thai people have been developing these varieties of coconut for a long time, and now it starts to be very popular all over the country because the taste is so good, not too sweet but high nutrition. People who do fasting, they don't want to eat food with fiber. They just drink coconut juice. They can live for more than 2 months and they can work as usual. Coconut for drinking juice, if we eat when it's too young, there's no meat. If it's too old, it's too hard to chew the meat. So the medium one is good because the juice is very delicious and the meat is very tasty. If you come to Thailand, you will see this kind of coconut almost everywhere in the country because it's so popular. People drink it, and then we export all over the world because there are not many countries that have this kind of coconut in the world. How to select the perfect coconut to drink for juice? We need to get it when it's very young. When it's young, you can see this part have to be hard and then very moist, not fluffy, not so dry. And you can see the shell of coconut is not dark yet. It's just light color, light brown color like that. That means it's not very old, but it's old enough to have meat inside. If it's younger than that, this part will be very soft and then there's no meat inside. This is the perfect one for drinking juice and eat the meat. The second group of coconut is coconut for making coconut milk. This group have more varieties in the world. Almost everywhere people have this variety, especially along the coast in the tropical country. Most of coconut for making coconut milk, people don't like to drink juice much because the taste is not good. It's more salty or sour or not very good, but it's good to drink. It's okay to drink. Mainly this kind of coconut, we will let it dry on the tree and until it fall down by itself. Sometimes they use monkey to pick the coconut from the trees, and this coconut is good to make coconut milk because they have very thick meat and very high fat in there. So this kind is almost everywhere in the world. Coconut for drinking juice, it takes 3 years to have fruit. But coconut for coconut milk, it takes 7 years at least. And coconut for making coconut milk, we need to grow them in the area that close to the ocean or used to be the ocean before. If not, they have less fat, less milk. Like in Thailand, we can have this coconut only in the southern and in the east, not in the north or northeast of Thailand. They have less fat. How to grow coconut is very easy. The first is collect the coconut and check inside to hear the water in there. If there's water, that means they are good to grow or good to make milk. So we just get the coconut that we want and then stack them somewhere in the shade. Don't need to water them. The shoot will come out like this. by itself. Don't need to take care of them. Not very long. You leave them like that until the shoot come up tall like this. This is perfect to grow. Don't let them to have roots come out. Like this one, they have roots come out. If it's too long, it's not good, they grow slow. But if the roots haven't come out yet, you plant them, they will grow faster. There are so many techniques, so many ways to grow coconut. But for me, I'm quite lazy. When I want to grow somewhere, I just put the coconut, drop it on that area. Don't even dig a hole. Just leave it there. If we can have some straw or some leaf to cover a little bit, that's okay too. But normally just leave it like that. The second years, they will grow this big. They will grow big or small. It depends on the nutrition in the soil or water we have. And the third years, they will be like this. Is start to have flowers. The third years for coconut, the drinking juice, they will have flower. This is the flowers. It's very sharp. This is what we call coconut flower, this one. When it's big like this, it will crack, even open, and then the flower will come out like this. This is the coconut flowers. So this part, there's a lot of bees and things come to drink the nectar and then help to pollinate the flowers for coconut. After they pollinate, they turn to baby coconut like this, very tiny. And if the food is not enough, they will drop most of the fruit. Coconut is very sensitive to food and water. If they don't have enough food, they will never produce fruit at all. In some area, you grow coconut more than 30 years but never have fruit. Only the stem taller and taller. So food is the most important thing. If you have enough food, they can produce a lot. And when the fruit's big enough, they turn to white color, gray color like this, and they will fall by itself. And then they start to prepare to sprout again. When coconuts start to have the new shoot come out like this, that means they're sprouting. This is ready to plant. You can put in anywhere that you want to grow without digging. Just leave it there, they will grow. But if you cut it open, you will get coconut heart. This part is grow inside coconut. Normally the inside will be juice, but the juice will turn to the heart like this. This part is a little bit like sponge, very fluffy and airy, but it has a little bit of sweetness there. It's very good to chew. It tastes and character and everything like angel cake. It's similar to that, but it's not that sweet. But it's good snack for people, for kids in the past. We love to eat this part. I think it will contain a very high nutrition. Coconut is one of the most useful plants in the world. If you live in tropical, it's good to grow some coconut because you can do so many things from it. Next video going to be about how to use coconut in different way, how to make coconut oil in different way. It's so easy but yummy. If you're interested in gardening book, how to do gardening in the easiest way, we have available on Amazon now.